you have a whole bunch of fancy words that has no meaning. I think that good actions speak louder than words. And
Absolutely.
what should be happening, rather than you guys carrying on like this, running up and down and complaining, why don't you start building and encourage black people to stop destroying and let the world see that there's more to them than complaining about what somebody else is or not doing. And that's the
I don't
role of the
know.
men. That's the role of the men is to do
I
rather than to
don't know
just
who you're
use a lot
talking
of
about.
fancy words. All you're doing is use a lot of
Jesse, I
fancy
don't know who
words.
you're talking about
I'm
right now,
talking to
Jesse.
you.
Jesse,
You
I don't
said
know
a
who
whole
you're
bunch of stuff and
talking
nobody
about
know what
Black
you
Lives
mean about
Matter.
it.
You must be talking about those other groups because I said it once before. You must didn't hear me when it
Where
went
are
in and
you
out the other.
building? Where are you building homes?
Telling people to unify. We are telling people to practice group
Where
economics.
are you
We've
building
inspired
homes?
more gun sales in the last 3
Where are
months.
you
We've
taking?
only
Where
been
are
on the,
you
we've
doing
only
this?
been on the
You're
world stage
saying
for
it.
3
Where is
months,
it
and
happening?
we've done more in 3 months
Where?
than some people in the civil rights movement
Where?
did in the entire movement.
Where?
What do you mean where?
Where are
Look
you
across the
building?
country. Statistics have shown that ever since we started the campaign, which began in Brunswick, since you didn't ask, which began in Brunswick with Ahmaud Arbery, ever since we started our campaign, gun sales and gun classes and gun certifications amongst black people are up 52%. That's something that's never been
The
done
last
before.
thing black people
So
need
you
right
are
now is
saying
a
that they
gun.
are inspired by the sight of watching, as you said, and I have to agree with you, when I see black people that are unorganized, that are a mob that's just complaining and don't have any plan, I'm right along with you. That is not what we're a part of. That's one of the reasons we came forward, just as you said, to be organized, to have a roadmap, to inspire, to educate, and then to be able to defend in the need that we have. As you notice, we've broken no laws. We've not killed one person. Not one person has been arrested. No property. We've done none of those things that these other people have done. We have presented a very sensible, logical, as you say, organized institution that has embraced everything that you said and have put those things out. But since we've only been on the stage in 3 months, even though in those 3 months we've built an international coalition and have gotten endorsements from other agencies around the globe because we're doing just what you said. You see, we're the ones who are trying to do just what you said.
Let
We're
me
trying to
ask.
bring back the things you just talked about. But we've only been in existence 3 months. And in those 3 months, what have we done? We've done more to motivate unify.
My man is definitely talking like a politician. Give me your money. I'll spread it out evenly. Your life will be better.
The black people in this country, and I can show you all the receipts you need, but if I don't know where you're looking, but by the way you started off this conversation, you haven't looked in the right place because you didn't even do your research on the NFAC.
Let me ask, as a man, and I find it really odd as a male, because I didn't grow up seeing this. It's odd to me to see black men begging for reparation and crying about systemic racism or blaming white people for their downfall. Normally, men overcome situations and the women and children follow. But the black men are acting just like the black women, and they are acting like the white man is smarter than them, that the white man can do better than them. So by complaining and blaming, you're hurting yourself rather than coming together as an American people
I'm gonna stop you right
and
now
put
because
forward that effort. It's not attractive to see men complain like that.
I'm gonna do this one more time for you, and if you don't get this, we can end this interview. You're not listening.
I think Jesse struck a nerve.
You keep saying the same thing over again, and I don't go in circles.
Do you feel normal? Does it feel right to be complaining?
No one's blaming.
You complain about systemic racism and you want reparations.
We're not begging for reparations.
You do want reparations.
Outlined what the steps are to get reparations. The steps to get reparations, and I've taught on this. You can't pay reparations to a color. You can only pay reparations to a country. I've already taught on this, that black people in this country need to stop asking for something that can't be paid to them in their current state. I taught on this. I told them that once you decide to declare yourself a sovereign, liberated country, then you can petition for reparations. So I'm not begging. We haven't begged for a damn thing because we haven't even taken the first step to put us in a position for black people to get reparations. So no one's begging. Additionally, there's been no downfall here. You've seen the NFAC. We're fully equipped. We're well dressed.
That's
we all
what
have
throws me off. If you guys can dress up like that.
Veterans of this country, we are all people. We're not the people in the streets that you're talking about. We're the actual responsible homeowners, gun owners, and voters that got together under the Constitution and formed a militia to address what we saw happening to our community.
So rather,
we're not complaining. We're not asking for anything. The people you're talking about are the people you see protesting in the streets right now. We don't protest. The people you're talking about are the ones out destroying like Antifa and Black Lives Matter. We don't do that. The ones you're talking about are the ones who are running up on politicians but who never vote. You're not talking about us. We're the other side. I'm just like you, my friend. I'm almost 60 years old. I'm not a child at this, and I've been around this world for quite a few times.
But what you missing? Hold on.
We're not asking. We're not begging. We're actually taking the steps under the law that we can to move ourselves into a position to get the things that we can get for ourselves, even if it means going somewhere else to establish our own ethno-nation, not here in the United States, but somewhere else where we've had a conversation with two countries willing to grant us sovereign land to grow our own country.
So instead of helping and fixing, the plan is to run and rebuild? That's weird. Just a little bit.
That's our mission.
If you can't do it here, if you can't do it here, you won't be able to do it anywywhere. Because there are no other country that's greater than America. But what I just want to say, when you're crying systemic racism and this and that and the white man this, you're feeding, you're deceiving the people rather than helping them. But what I want to ask you, you guys are complaining about George Floyd and these black people who are getting killed or hurt by cops. You're not encouraging these people when the cops stop you. Follow the instructions. Don't run. Don't attack the cops. These people are putting their own lives on the line. But I never hear you people say that. You guys blame the cops.
First of all,
but you don't
I'm
blame.
Say this one last time. I don't know who your producers are, but if you call me you people one more time, you and I are going to have this conversation in person. I'm not you people.
Oof. Like I said, Jesse, hit a nerve.